is AJ Macdonald with Macdonald Financial Services. I've got Devin Jones here. Today we're going to talk to you about when should you review your life insurance policies. So, Devin, when do you think a good time to review life insurance would be?
Yeah, great question. Any sort of life event, obviously, would be a place to start. You know, AJ and I have been doing this a long time. I think the one thing that stuck in my head, back when I got my license, my insurance license, long time ago, I had an instructor tell me, you know, life insurance is not for the best days of your life, it's for the worst days of your life. And so to have it in place for your loved ones is very important. So again, life events is probably a good place to start with when to review these.
Yeah, I think that's excellent. You know, a couple examples would be, let's say you're getting married, good opportunity. Maybe you're having a child, maybe a baby, maybe you're adopting, etc. Maybe you have taken on a bigger mortgage, bought a new house, something like that.
Promotion.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got, you know, if the breadwinner in the family is doubled their income, you might want to make sure that that's taken care of just in case the inevitable happens.
Exactly, and a lot of corporations, when they have their benefits at the, usually it's the end of the year, November, December, you have to make your elections for the following year. A lot of those companies offer a fairly low cost group life insurance plan. We think it's a good idea to take advantage of that, but be a good opportunity to take a look and say, well, all right, my income has changed, maybe my mortgage has changed, and sometimes it might be, well, heck, my kids have now left the house, they're married, maybe I don't need as much life insurance.
That's the other side of it. I think that's very important to understand that as well. I mean, as you, AJ and I, like I said, been doing this a long time, and as I've talked to folks, you know, we continue to kind of have the conversation of, well, do you really need as much life insurance, like you said, now that things have changed around the household and there's fewer dependents? So
that's right. So it's not always, hey, I need more. Sometimes you might need less. A lot of different types of life insurance. We can touch on those. I already touched on the group life insurance, which would be a term generally policy. There's permanent insurance and there's temporary insurance. Which one's better?
It depends on the situation. Right?
I thought I might get you on that kind of sucker question.
No, that's a pretty good sucker question. So keep me on my toes.
Yeah.
Really, it is. It's dependent on the situation and the client that we're talking about. So.
Right, and maybe temporary insurance. You've got a temporary situation. You know, mortgage insurance as you're paying down that mortgage. Well, heck, you don't need that forever.
Right.
But then on the flip side, you know, there's permanent insurance that will cover you forever, as long as you keep paying the premiums, and we won't get into any more of the details. But you want to have that forever. Well, that's definitely the route to go. Is the permanent insurance.
Right. And it may not just be for the death benefit. It might be used for other things as well, situations. So
exactly.
Anyway,
so. A lot of people just kind of put the life insurance in the drawer and never look at it again.
Never review it, yeah.
So this video is really trying to get those people to say, all right, you know, I should probably take a look at it. It's been a while. Don't even know what kind of policies I have, whether they're permanent, whether they're temporary. The temporary, which we call term insurance, you know, is it a 10-year, a 15, a 20, a 30? You know, all those things you need to know what they are.
You know, that's one thing you brought. That's a good point. You know, some of the planning side of this is maybe you've got a 20-year term and you are 17 years into that term. You've got 3 years left on that. Maybe you want to start looking around for some insurance. So,
exactly.
If you want to replace that. So many clients will come to us and say, hey, I've got this policy. Well, it's non-existent now. So, or they offered me this new policy and the premiums were sky high. Why is that? So, you know, there's situations, again, it's the planning side of it that, and we offer free reviews. I mean, bring your policies in, we'll talk about them, we'll look at them and tell you if they're good policies or if they need to be replaced. So, and maybe they do, maybe they don't.
Yeah. So make sure you do that. Make sure you look at what you've got. And if you have any questions, we'd be happy to help you. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.